there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Johnson now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now Rodgers. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Off play action, here's Rodgers. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Browns force the turnover on the first series of this game. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You got to have it to play in this league.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
To number 16. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Five DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Njoku, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
A lot of game left,
line.
partner, but it will be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no! Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Schmidt connects, and they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll be set up with third and only one.
Ball start, offense.
So third down becomes much tougher for him as third and one becomes third and a much more difficult 6.
Still third down.
So the false start makes this a far tougher call now, 3rd and 6. Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Steelers, first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They get 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have his first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Rodgers keeps this one. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Dive play straight ahead. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Rodgers from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Boswell able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Finds him over the middle. And the Steelers get to it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Sanders going to look to throw. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Handoff now to Judkins. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. 2nd down now. They need 7. To throw now is Sanders. Completed over the middle. He's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Rodgers will look to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Browns 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Spins out of one side. This makes it up to the 25. The Browns going on offense here, very late in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Sanders. Once more into the hands of Judy. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Schmidt connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
13. Steelers 10.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Showing a little burst so far. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 2nd down.
So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And the coverage just too good there. didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Austin's there to haul it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Warren running between the tackles. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Boswell able to knock it through. And that will tie things up for the third.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Okay, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Gets him on the in route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Steeler
the ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a 13-13 ball game as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Rodgers to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, Warren. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 11.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now they're looking to throw with Rodgers. He's got it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Browns 13.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Sanders now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns down by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw it. That one's caught by Tillman. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here he is to throw. He turns to his go-to. It's Judy. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll look to throw it. Once more into the hands of Judy. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
3-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. Line up the design keeper. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.